Thank you for your everlasting support. Today we're going to continue with the TOEFL iBT listening question style. We take basic comprehension questions. We took already just content. Today we're going to take just purpose. Just purpose when phrases such as why the authority says this, or what the speaker is targeting. And sometimes we say this one, the reason is, or sometimes we say the causes, or the cause of this is, etc. Let's go with the tip. And the tip, for example, first step we have to do, we have to search for signal words in the question prompt and what is required to be done or selected. This is very important to know. Number 2, eliminate the choices having some part of the response. Then we're looking always for the whole response, not the part of the response. Be aware of the distractions. Sometimes they give us some part of the question, some part of the answer, then to only distract our mind, which may have some part of the information. This is also important to know. Select the choice covers the whole main idea, not part of it. Okay, let's say sometimes we have those phrases, sometimes we see it in this kind of questions. Inferences. Finding a response of the answer choice which indicates the same thing but in a different way. It means here we have to be careful, we have to look for the synonym. Signals of inference question are inferring, imply, mention, insinuated, predict, assume. Okay, those are the signal for inference. Imply, indirectly express a thought or suggest it. Implying and predicting might be similar in a conversation. We have to be careful also with this. Infer, it means drawing a conclusion, what the speaker will do next. This we have to look for it. Then assuming is a statement to be true in a conversation without presenting evidence or proof. Then we have to assume what's going to happen here. Sometimes in the conversation there is no indication, for example, give us exactly the answer, but we have to assume maybe the speaker is going to do. In a conversation, it is recommended to pay attention to surprise remarks being made by one of the speakers, which draw a conclusion about what the other speaker assumed during the conversation. This is also we have to know. Predict, what we predicted. For example, this inner conversation, one of the speakers says something, then the other speaker reply, and then what we predict what the one of the speakers is going to do. For example, for predict, then we say guessing a future action according to evidence presented by one of the speakers. Question styles being gonna be like this. For example, what can be inferred by the speakers, or by the speaker number 1, or maybe by speaker number 2, or it might be by the speaker. Number 2, what does the speaker imply? Or what had the man assumed about, then maybe some subject about what the speaker is going to do. What will the man probably do next? Okay, this is very important to know the meaning of this. For example, what we infer in the speaker doing, or what the speaker imply, or assume, or probably doing next. Trick used in inference question style. This is important to know. First, avoid answering containing the exact wording of the question prompt to trick and distract your attention. This is, we have to be aware of it, because sometimes we're saying TOEFL and IELTS will never give you the same answer and then with the question. Then always they looking for synonym. Number 2, be aware of choices having some part of the question's requirements not being contained in all of it. Number 3, avoid choices having information presented in a wrong order, or misinterpreting the information in a particular, the number being used in a wrong order. For example, maybe they give us the answer, but the sequences or the following numbers are not correct. It means maybe, let's say, give us opposite the numbers. Number 4, avoid choices containing mistaken information or presenting contradicting the passage's information. So also we have to be aware of it. Avoid choices containing similar sounding word. This is very important, because when we listen to something, we think they are the similar. Because the sound is similar doesn't mean the word are same, because there's a lot of words in English, they have the same sound, but the spelling, the meaning are completely contradicting each other. Number 6, be aware of choices presenting the event in a wrong order or sequences. Sometimes the event, when they present it, maybe they are not in the correct way. Thank you very much for listening. Please keep watching and then supporting the channel. Thank you. You have a wonderful day.